I have a big problem with ads. Not because it doesn't work, but because of some gurus, personal trainers think that it's magic. They think it's a sure thing. They think that if they invest in ads, they will inevitably get results. And it's not their fault. We told them it was magic, that all they had to do was create a sales funnel, set up a fake counter to play on the FOMO, run Facebook ads, and watch the sales fall while sipping a cocktail with their feet in the white sand of an island paradise. Sadly, that's not how it works. If you want to make ads that work and if you want to avoid burning your money for nothing, you are going to have to follow a few basic rules that I will share with you in this video. Don't start ads too soon. The first rule is not to start too early. No matter what you hear or what you read, if you are just getting into coaching, you need to wait a while before creating ads. Why do you have to wait? I was counting on this to get my first clients. I will tell you why. If you start doing ads from the beginning, you will just burn your money for nothing. You don't know your clients, you don't know how to talk to them, and you don't know what they really want. You will fail your ads every time. Ads aren't random, they are hard skills that people get paid for. I see a lot of Facebook ads from fitness runners every day, and to be honest with you, they are not the best ones I've seen. They address several audiences at once, so no one is concerned, and the visual is not there and the call to action is really weak. And after all, it's normal. They did it too early. They didn't take the time to understand their customers. They didn't take the time to identify what the customers were really looking for, and as a result, they don't know how to talk to them. Before you invest any money in ads, you need to know who your customers are and what they are looking to achieve and how you need to communicate things to them so that it resonates with them. You're funny, and how do you do that? I'm coming. Feed your social media platforms. The best way to understand your customers is to try to get them organically. For that, we'll have to use social media platforms and create content for your target. So yes, it's less sexy, but it is how it works. We are far from the instant results that some gurus offer you. Feeding your social media platforms will help you on two main points. Have content that potential customers can see. The first thing is that it will help you get content on your social media accounts. This is something that is very underrated and terribly effective. To understand why, you have to put yourself in the user's shoes. Let's say you advertise on Instagram and your visual is good enough to make the user stop scrolling. You just scored a point. Now the user is reading your ad and it seems to interest them. That's cool. What do you think is next? What is he going to do? A. Click on the button of the ad. B. Comment on the publication. C. Visit your profile. And D. The answer D. Will he click on the ad button? Will he leave a comment on the publication? Will he visit your profile? Or the answer D? If you choose the answer C, that's a good answer. Once they see the ad, they will visit your profile to look at the post and reassert themselves that you are not a fake account. What I can advise you on the best thing for you to do before you start advertising is to have at least 50 publications on your account. Test your posts. Then the second thing is that by posting on your networks, you will be able to test your posts. Creating content will allow you to try many things and see what really works and what doesn't without target. You will be able to test many things. Content. Today, there's a ton of content you can create, and platforms are fighting each other to offer more and more types of content, and you are going to have a lot of choices. The thing is, the choice is not really up to you, but up to your target. What is your target looking for when they go on social networks? What type of content do they want? Is it an educational format? Is it fun? Is it exercise tips? Then in what format will you distribute your content? Do they prefer video, carousels, stories? You can't know in advance. You can only get your answers by running tests, the tone and word used. Then you can test the tone and the words that make your audience act. What tone will you give to your publications? Will you give a very corporate and serious tone, or will you give a much more fun tone? The same goes for the words used. What words resonate most with your audience? What makes them take action? This is one of the most important things. Choosing the right words is essential if you want to get your potential clients to take action, whether it's to buy a coaching or like your publication. But then, what's the point? Why do all of this? Once you have a sufficient number of posts, you can make an assessment and see what worked the best, what got the most interaction, and what converted the most. In all the posts you will have created, you will be more and more confident to set up your ad campaigns, becoming an authority. The third benefit of posting on your social networks is that it will make you an authority in your field. field. Your goal should always be to be seen as an expert in your field by your niche and your potential customers. They need to have confidence in you and believe that you are the one who will help them achieve their goals. To get there, you need to create content and create good content. When I say quality and good content, I mean content that brings real value to your audience. Okay, now that you know where to start and you've worked on your post, we can move on to the next step. Talk about benefits. The third thing that you can do to create successful ads is to talk about the benefits you will bring to your future customers. The mistake some trainers make when they do ads is that they talk about their coaching. They say that it's a 12-week program that is composed of cardio exercises to be done at home and that no equipment are needed. All of this is very good, but this is not the right way to promote your service or your product. The reality is that people don't care if it's 12 weeks or if it's squats or not. What they are really interested in is knowing the benefits of your coaching or program. How will it really benefit them? You need to talk about the benefits and results your clients will get, not the details of your services or programs. That's why at the beginning of this video, I told you that the most important thing is to understand who your target is and how to talk to them. If you want to sell programs to entrepreneurs, for example, you are not going to tell them it's a 12-week program with exercises that work multiple muscles, etc. That's not what they are going to be interested in. Instead, you will dig into why they should take this program. What results can they get? What is the most important thing to them? For example, for this target, the overall benefit is to be in better shape physically, in better shape mentally, and have more energy to be successful in creating a great business. There is a simple rule in marketing that is the 40-40-20 rule. This rule says that the result of a good marketing is directly linked to two things. 40% of success is linked to the market, 40% is linked to the audience, and the last 20% are linking to the rest, including copywriting. Use the AIDA method. So you guessed it. The first thing to do to create successful ads is to write them well. This might not be the first time that you hear about copywriting, but let me quickly remind you what it is. Copywriting is the art of selling with words. That's all you need to know. For that, there is a simple method you can use to write your ads, and that's the AIDA method. A for attention, E for interest, D for desire, and A for action. You will see there is nothing complicated about it, and once you start using it, the result will be there. And maybe you're already using it without even realizing it. The first thing to do when you write a post that you're going to promote is to get attention. In the case of ads on social networks, there are two elements that can be used. The multimedia content of the post, that can be photo, video, which must be used as a stop scroller, or the first words of your post. Then the second thing to do is to get the person interested in reading the rest of the post. You can create interest by showing a few catchy details of what's to come. The first thing is to create the desire to take action. What can you write to get the reader to click on your call to action button? The fourth and final thing is action. You have to tell your reader how to take action and show him how to do it as simply as possible. There is no need to make it difficult for yourself. Start using this method that is quite simple to try. You will see that the results will be visible soon. The retargeting. The feedback they can give you that you need to implement that is very powerful is retargeting. The hardest thing is to get people to visit your website, and the second hardest thing is to convert them. If you already have traffic on your website, it means that your coaching or program is interesting for your audience, and that's a pretty good thing. But it's not enough. Most of the ads I've seen were designed to be one-shots. They were designed so that the target audience will interact with the ad, visit the website, and decide to take coaching or a program from the first contact. That's cool and that's a good start. But you will need more than that to successfully convert new customers using ads. All of the people you reach, inevitably some will take direct action, but many won't. They will need more. There is a well-known rule in marketing named the rule of 7. This rule says that a potential customer has to see us 7 times before they feel like taking action. That's why it's important to create content, bring value, and make sure that your potential customers see you often, and that will get you seen. Then you can use retargeting. Retargeting will allow you to create ads that will target people who have already visited your website and interact with you. If you have correctly set up your Facebook pixel, for example, on your website, all the information is collected and stored in that same pixel. If you don't have a website yet, we'll publish a video showing how you should create one. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it. When you create a Facebook ad, you will be able to define a custom audience for it. This personalized audience will be created using the data collected by the pixel. What I advise you to do is to create different audiences. Those who visited your website less than a day ago, those who visited your website less than 7 days ago, those who visited your website less than 15 days ago, and those who visited your website less than 30 days ago. And obviously, the content has to be different for the audience you are targeting. You have to be careful. What I'm sharing with you today is again not a sure science, but it will allow you to experiment before you burn all of your money. Don't be afraid to run tests. The sixth and last piece of advice that I can give you if you want to make successful ad campaigns is to run tests. All the things that I just shared with you in the video may not be true at the time you are watching it. The thing is that what works today will probably not work tomorrow. Why? Because people's expectations are changing and they expect something else, and social networks are adapting to them. If you want to get good at Facebook ads, you have to test and learn from your mistakes. Many trainers don't want to do this because they think it's throwing money out of the window. I personally prefer to spend small amounts of money to test and learn from my mistakes, to create better ads than to put everything on a very rough campaign. So if you want to avoid burning your money for nothing and make good ad campaigns on social networks, here's what you should do. Don't start too early. Be active on your social networks. Talk about the benefits of your services. Use the AIDA method to write better campaigns. Try to reach your audience as many times as possible. And the last, don't be afraid to run tests. If you want to convert more clients more easily, you must have a website. We show you how to build a website that converts as a personal trainer in this video.